Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. I'm here joined with Inti Campo.
Hello people, good morning.
And we have the clickbaity title up here for you. But today, oh my God, yeah, gold is getting crushed, silver getting hammered, right? We're going to talk about those things. And also, we're going to be talking about the dollar index, if it's actually going to turn around. But not before we do some Bitcoin TA and Ethereum TA. Also, at the end of the video, for the question and answers period, I want you guys to shout out your UNISWAP token that I'm going to do some TA on. I'm just learning the tools, right? It's like exactly like TradingView, so I just have to set them up actually. So I'm going to be probably setting them up during this live stream, so you're going to have to bear with me. It's going to be a little bit slow, but we will get through it, and we're going to have a good time figuring out when to buy some of the Uniswap coins, right? Because man, those are where the real money's at. All right, but before we get into that, Inti has a few words to say.
Yes. As always, people, it's worth to remind you that this video is for entertainment purposes only, and this is not a financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any of your hard-earned money on the market.
Awesome, radical, beautiful. That's that black screen? It should be showing up with
with the chat,
stats, but it's not showing up. Do you guys see the chats in there on the actual live video? No. Don't you? Okay. Well, oh well. We're gonna have to fix that later then. All right. So, anyways, let's head over to Bitcoin and see if it's going to moon. Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Don't if I say you're going down to 1K. Okay. All right. I shouldn't sing. I should keep my day job, shouldn't I?
Oh wait, this is your day job.
Alrighty. So, anyways, let's see here. Well, I mean, we did have a candle that broke the higher and closed higher on the daily than on the other candles, but then we just got rejected. You see, today we are down and out in Beverly Hills here, but not quite. We're above the 13 AMA on the daily, and that's good news. That's good news. Let's just make this bigger. That's really good news to see that Bitcoin is still holding the daily candle. Another good news, right, is of course the closes, the weekly closes, right? This is supposed to be like 1 week, but it always says 2 weeks there. So you can see that the 1 week closed at exactly, let's just see the body candle. Let's see where the body candle close was at so that we can get the exact numbers. No, not going to get it. Not going to get it. Let me just zoom in a bit. Auto scale. And there we go. Much better. So we closed at 11,734 on what's this Bitstamp? Let's see here. What was the last close that was there at 11,374? Ooh, look at that. That was way back here. Did we go close higher than that? Yes, we did. Look at that. So if we go to these ones here, 11,374. Oh wow! Look at that. This is that's for 11,466, and this close was sweet 11,685. So the next highest close was 318, and that sorry, that was not a close. That's not a close. This is a close right there. and because the red candles right close at the bottom, and the green candles close at the top. Just so you know, for all those people who don't know how to read candlestick charts. So yeah, that occurred. Let's see here. That occurred on January 8th, January 2018, on the first week of January, I think. Yeah, is that the first week? No, that was the first week, and that was the end date. That was the 1st of January, and then the next week, the following week, we dumped, and yeah, so that was the end of the rally. So, with that said, this is positive news for Bitcoin in an overall sense, right? Overall, right? But we gotta look at other markets to see if they're predicting something horrendous for Bitcoin. I would be kind of surprised, looking at the weekly Bollinger Band, that we have to dump all the way back here, all the way to 9,600 before we actually start to take off. It'd be kind of surprising. But looking at the fact that we're above this the 78.6 level here, which is technically difficult to break through. Generally, more price action tends to come back into the red zone and bounce around for quite some time before it actually starts to go higher. This also extends the bands and so forth, so that price action can move further faster. It's actually better for Bitcoin, right? If it did do that, right? If it rolls over, stays in this sideways pattern, it would be also better for alts too, of course, because alts will start to moon like left, right, and center. But yeah, I mean, a lot of us will get frustrated as we get chopped around on our trades here. All right, so going down to the shorter time frame, what do we see? Well, all I see is divergences everywhere. This is kind of scary on the shorter time frame. You can see that that we created a new high from all these highs here. Like if we were to go from all these higher highs, we're just creating a divergence from this last high right here. So if we zoom in, right, you can see the divergence on the volume, and that is not positive news. It's not impossible to break it. I've seen it done on Ethereum, right? But it's very, very low probability, right? So to see that kind of divergence, right? And what a divergence is, because for all you virgins out there, a divergence is when price is telling you that things are going higher, and it's like, yeah, rah, oh, party. The indicator is going, calm down, cool your jets, right? Because it's going the opposite direction, right? And so that means there's not enough strength in this actual move to go higher, right? Or go in the continuing direction, if it was obviously a divergence in the opposite direction, in the barest of sense. So you can see the same kind of problem occurring in the RSI as well. Divergence, right? And the only thing is, the divergence, the only good news you could have is that the divergence has to confirm as well. Well, it doesn't have to, but you shouldn't take any kind of real trade, short trade on this unless it can this divergence really confirms down here. And it hasn't confirmed on the RSI, right? So we have to go a little bit lower in order for it to confirm on the RSI. So if we turn around here, that will help. But if we continue going down, yeah, it's going to confirm. Now, you don't take a trade on that. You don't take a breakout trade on that. What you do is you wait for the market to come back up, maybe to the 61.8, and you hit the short. You slam on the short. Your short trade is one way of dealing with that, right? Another thing is you can see again here divergence. It's kind of sad to see, man, especially on the 4 hour. It's really strong, right? You can see the divergence here. And it has not been confirmed either. That's the good news, right? Like confirmation comes, right, when price action, when the indicator has broken below, like, so you draw your line and it's broken below the low. In this case, because we're measuring a bullish divergence, we're looking for the lowest point in between the divergence, and then if we break it after we have the divergence, that indicates that, hey, we are leaving and going the opposite direction. And so I'm looking to wait for a confirmation to really say that this is going negative, but it probably is. With the volume, RSI, and MACD, ouch. Ouch. That's all I can say. Yeah. So not good news. Not good news at all when it comes to price action. But I'm wearing a green jacket, so you guys have like your superstitions about that. So who knows? Maybe the green jacket will negate the price action. All right. Looking at Ethereum, again, we're consolidating sideways. We need the same kind of deal happening for Ethereum. We need to see Ethereum like continue sideways. It is on the shorter time frame looking a little bit oversold when it comes to if you look at the on my what's it called, colored coins, which is basically a derivative of the RSI. So one of the students in the classes of the Rational Investor, right, where I learned how to trade. Where is my auto size? There we go. There we go. So in the Rational Investor, everybody's helping everybody else. That's a great school to go to. You could check it out by typing in the rationalinvestor.com .davincej15 or no, you could go to rationalinvestor.com, but if you take my link, the rationalinvestor.com davincej15.com, you'll get you'll get $50 off the course, your beginner's course. And after taking the beginner's course, if you really paid attention and worked hard in school, you'll have enough to trade like a pro, right? And go onto the what's it called, exchanges like these well, you know what, casino exchanges, really. if you really think about it, they're really casino exchanges like Bybit, and you can use my link and get like $90 or something like that in bonuses, right? By just typing in bybit.davincej15. But I would suggest you do that first, those courses first, before you actually start trading here on your own. Okay, with that said, let's head back to Ethereum, right? And hopefully you will enjoy the community. You could always try out the community for free. It's a 7-day trial, and I'm sure you'll love it. All right, next is let's see how far this thing looks like. Well, yeah, it looks like it wants to roll over. Oh my God, no, come on, man. Can't we get some good news, something positive? At least we don't have divergence anywhere. Maybe we do. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, we do. No, we don't. No, we don't. Look. This didn't make a new high here, so that's right. So there we go. Ah, yeah, okay. These are not new highs. New highs. But at the same time, this looks like what M's all over the place, right? You can see there's an M here, which caused this thing to break down, right? You can see this thing is causing another M, which may cause the next breakdown of Ethereum. If Ethereum, so basically, if Ethereum breaks, let's just say, you could either go with the body candles, but the bodies of the candles as a breakdown. But I think the best thing to do is to look at the this M and choose this one right here, the V point on the M, and so that's right there. That's a pretty rock solid support level, because you can see the market stopped quite a few times close to that area. You see if it did any kind of other stoppage at that area beforehand. Yes, there you go. So we have a little bit of somebody is holding the market there. Let's see here. Yeah, so that's close enough right there. Right, so you have somebody holding up the market there, and I think they're probably just going to let it go if the price action breaks that level, and so that will create a massive waterfall effect as the person who's defending this area decides to unload his Ethereum. And yeah, maybe he unloaded here, but I don't think so. I think he probably just reset his buy order, and we're going, and he's trying to reset things a little bit higher, to create a lower high. And if he doesn't hold this, the next stop is this level down here, which is way far now. This 360. Yeah, we could blow through that, and then we have, of course, 329 to look forward as a stopping point to of this bearish run. Not a lot of good things to say, but the only thing we can say is, hey, you know what? This thing could W out, right? Because, like, look, you can see, right? We've got a little bit of a W happening, didn't break out, and then another W, creating another W here. So if we don't break this candle body, which would be good on a close, and then we kind of W out here, and then we break higher, you can say that. Let's just say, if you want to, you can buy the breakout, which a nice breakout would be about the 404 level, where you would see a breakout that you can probably buy and go higher with, if you are the breakout type. Unfortunately, your stop loss, right, for this, well, it could be this level here. Actually, it could be that level. You don't have to go all the way down to the 360. So yeah, I would say that would be a good stop loss on the, yeah, it would be an excellent stop loss. Never mind, not a good one, excellent one. That's a 5%, 5.26%. You're looking for like at least 2 to 1, right? To take you up to say, okay, you know what, I'm going to take half off the table. That happens to be the 450 level. So yeah, enter at 404, stop loss at 383. That's a safe bet if we break up. So there you go. Breakdown on the other way. Looking for a trade on the other way. Again, I don't like breakout trades, so I'm not taking this or the other one. So another trade to take, right, would be if we broke that on the downside.
What price it is?
What was that? The short is starting at 383, of course, and then of course your top level here. Oof, wow, there's a lot of traffic up here. I think, you know what, you can say that your breakout probably level would be here. Yeah, right there would be at 401. So you might want to move that entry point to 401. Anyways, if you're going higher, if we're going lower, you want to take this thing. Oh Jesus, oof, oof, oof. This is going to hurt. Yeah, that's why I wouldn't be concerned. I wouldn't be doing a short here, because you're talking a big move, right? Which is still gonna probably get it. It's just that we're in a bull market, and this is a high risk play. So I would suggest you go to a 1-to-1 ratio and move your stop loss to break even, maybe even take profits on a 1-to-1, right? And go, yeah, I'm lucky to get that much. Take a little bit of profits off the table, and then move your stop loss to the break even, just in case this thing comes right back and roaring right back at you. So you have to trade this. You have to be there. You have to sit at the at your trading desk in order to like survive this move, because yeah, it could actually just come, because we're in a bull market. Could be buyers down here. There could be sufficient buyers down here to move this thing right back up. Oh, excuse me. And you can't so that way you can't just set this and forget it. Not at all. All right, let's move on to gold. Wow. Well, I mean, the move has been overextended, right? Gold has been overextended for quite some time, so it has to come back to the mean. At least the 13 EMA. Now that it's back at the 13 EMA, it's probably got a little bit further to go. It's going to bounce probably off the 13 EMA, but that means it's probably, if it settles here on a daily close or below it, you can see that it's probably, I bet you there's some sort of trend channel here. Let's just see that we have to like kind of get back into on the daily let me just go to the weekly, because you know what, this is just too much data here. And besides, this thing moves slow, right? Compared to Bitcoin, you have to do monthly, weekly, and daily. Whilst on my charts for Bitcoin and Ethereum, I have daily. I have, oops, this is supposed to be daily. I have daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, and 15 minutes, or sometimes even 5. Right? But you can't do that with gold. Well, I guess you could. It's just that you have to understand that it moves a lot slower. So if we were to create some trend lines here, let's see here. Yeah, so you can see it has to probably come back into that trend line there. Yeah, that's a sweet trend line. I didn't even see the back end of that trend line, and you can see that it's probably has to come back in here. And if we want to, we could do the opposite side here, right? And then say, okay, it's got to like at least test this bottom side of the trend line before we go higher, right? It may not actually. We'd have to do a little bit more technical analysis on that to say whether or not we're going to hit the bottom side of that trend line, because that's like $1,800 or something like that. Well, depends, right? How far out? That's $1,900. Yeah, maybe it might pull it off, right? Because this is going to take a while, right, for it to actually get back in there. Right, but this bodes badly. This is like an ominous sign, especially when we add silver into the mix. Oh my goodness. Well, at least it's not a real W. You could Some people would say, okay, well, wait a second, D. You've got that wick here. Isn't that enough? Yes. Yeah. I mean, because the candle body closed a little bit higher, it's kind of like, I don't know. It can go either way. So I would go with, because we're in a bull market. I wouldn't count it. That's all. But assuming that it did count, let's see where it would go. Assuming that. Wow, is that the cat's allergies got you really badly? How's it, Inti over there? I can hear you sneezing.
Sorry.
Soaking everybody else, but that's okay. It's, you know what, you can't do anything about it. We need to get you some sort of like, what's that called? Those medicines for like allergies.
Yeah, it's called Loratadine, I think.
I forget the name of it. What's it called? But anyways.
Sorry, people.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean up that chair because maybe send it and put it in the laundry. Right, take the covers off, put the laundry in, because it's probably what's killing you over there, because the waffles love sleeping on that chair. All right, anyways, yeah. So wow, yeah. You know what? That's a reachable target actually. Now that I think about it, yeah. So that's your target, which is $24. Should this break down further? Interesting, and yeah, it could reach that just as easily, and then bounce from there before it actually decides to go higher. Oof! Wow, not good signs here. Not good signs at all. Gold's got to rest a little bit, right? Does it have to break through? Is there any signs that we're gonna break through? Yeah, not good. Not good at all. Oops. On the shorter time frames. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, at least it's finished. I think it's finished its downward move, at least here. I think it will find its basically its bottoming pattern. Let's see here. I think if we draw 13 EMA, what's it called? Look for the 38.2. Yeah, there you go. Bonus. Radical. Oh my God. So beautiful. You know what? The charts, when it comes to these things, it comes to the regular market, it's like poetic. And always like you see they like line these things up, right? The price action up perfectly with the, like, you can see that this was a resistance level, so you can see that this 1977 area will be another set of resistance. So we're gonna probably come down a little bit further to the 1977 area and then bounce. Just absolute poetic and beautiful. I mean, beautiful, just absolute beautiful. So, and then we're gonna have to wait and see what happens next before, if it rolls, and where it goes up to, probably up to the 78.6, and then we're heading back down. Yeah, and then, so let's just see what our dollar index is doing. Well, the dollar index, right? Oh my God! Oh my God! No. Can we catch a break, man? Can't we catch a break? It's put a fork in the road, right? It's done like dinner. Put a fork in it. This downward move is done. You can see it's kind of like a fork, not quite. I mean, it did make a little bit of pierce a little bit lower. That's only because, you know what, this is a forex market, and it's like scammy, real scammy when it comes to trading it, man. It's super scammy, and so it's going to create those little tiny wicks, even though, right? It's because, you know, somebody would set their stop loss there, and then, you know, it would just wipe them out, right? That's just how they are, right? And even though there's somebody with billions of dollars of full money holding this market up, right? they somehow like pierce through that, yeah, okay. That's somebody calling out, hey, you know what? Can you move your buy order so we can just hammer out the shorts there, the longs? And yeah, that's what they did. That's most likely what they did. Looking at the shorter time frame, the daily. Oh darn! On this, right, you can see that 94. The 94 handle's got to get broken before this thing is set to rock and roll higher. We're quite oversold, so not going to be surprised if we W out here and and then away we go. Which means, of course, once this happens, this means gold's going to get hammered, and Bitcoin's going to get hammered sometime out in the future. That's just the way it is. It doesn't have to happen that way. Who knows? Maybe we'll decouple from the dollar index and go, yeah, you don't matter, and then go the opposite direction. But don't count on it. I think this will bring the stock market down as well, which will probably spell the doom for Bitcoin. Alrighty, Inti. With that said, let's move on to everybody's in the chat room. I hope they're having a good time. How many people are there, and what are the likes to view ratio?
950 people watching right now.
Okay, well, if you want me to do TA on your favorite coin, right? Your favorite what's it called? UNISWAP coin, which is a decentralized exchange allowing you to actually trade on the exchange without KYC or without a third party messing you up or changing the rules on you. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. No one can go, you know what? I don't like that dude over there. He's making too much money. I'm going to stop him from trading. Isn't that just great? Right? That's what decentralization is all about. It also allows you as a person who's an entrepreneur or somebody who wants to be an entrepreneur but doesn't have any money and wants to build something, and that you believe that you can build something great. You can now fundraise, place the fundraising, the trading of that asset onto the decentralized exchange, and then allow people to trade that asset, right? So that they can earn some profits, right, as they trade the asset, or see people are buying up the asset, and they can sell into the buying rally. It is a beautiful thing, and it's going to change the world. All stocks. I mean, this is the beginning of the end of Wall Street and the London market, financial centers. This is like the silent that nobody knows. Do you think when we talk about Uniswap, do you think Wall Street even knows it exists? No, they don't. Right, and it gives you a chance to get in before they actually get all their bots and plug in all their high frequency tradings into it and really mess with it. All right, but I want to see, guys. I want to see the likes up to 500. Man, come on. There's 900. There's 1,000 of you guys here. 1,000 viewers. Appreciate it. All you guys watching right now. Thank you very much. Please hit the like button. I'm going to switch screens and I'm going to play around with some of the coins here myself. Since I'm not seeing a lot of love here on the likes, right? I'm going to play around with pi or pie in Spanish. Oh man, this thing is just rocking and rolling, and it just doesn't want. It just like stepping higher, and I cannot recommend you guys buy this thing all the way until the 61.8 priced in Ethereum. I'm sorry, it looks beautiful. I know you want to join join the party. But you don't want to be in a hangover, so please don't buy this up here. Let's take a look and see if I can set up my indicators similar to what I do over here for Bitcoin, right? Why don't we? I show you guys how to do that. I got on balance volume 13, the 13 EMA on balance volume. So let's see if we can get that. On the charts, 13 OBV. You know what? I bet you it is a script. It's a script, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see if we can like copy that and paste it in there. Let's see, do we have like ability to script here? Pine script, let's see here. That would be asking for quite a lot if it was allowed us to script the indicator. More, no. Settings, pin. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just go to no. If there is a way to script this, please let me know in the what's it called, the chat box, and I will share this script with everybody in the chat box. The unbalanced volume. Actually, you know what? I'm going to share it with the Pandora's Wallet subscribers. Sorry, people.
You're mean.
So if you want to get a hold of that script, that's where it's going to be. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna be nasty about that. But you could always copy it from the screen there. Alrighty, you could always pause and copy it. Okay. So I'll just deal with this. Let me see. How's the like ratio? Oh, we're getting up there. Almost there. Right? And let me see here. OBV. So let's just leave it at that. Ooh. Wow. That doesn't look good. We'll use this. And what that's telling us is that although price action is happening, going higher, it's all fake. This is all fake. Yeah, I thought so because you know what? What was that? You took it in class, right? Where you'd look at the bars, the volume bars, and you'd see if is it a volume impetus, right?
Excuse me.
You know how you connect all the volume bars together in class one time, Inti?
Yes, of course.
It's called volume impetus,
for the
right?
volume impetus that Brian Beamish taught me, it was like you have to see for the three highest lows. No, three highs either in bearish or bullish volume.
Yeah.
When the four high is like lower and it breaks, it means that either the bulls or the bears fell asleep, and the other ones take over.
Yeah, so the bulls have fallen asleep. You can see that clearly here, and don't you think, Indy? Right, and you can see that obviously with the unbalanced volume, the bulls. So you don't want anything near this.
Yeah, but it goes from the very bottom.
What do you mean from the very bottom?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it did work. Yeah,
because you could see the unbalanced volumes like Yeah, I'm not interested. The bears are not the bulls are more interested in selling. The bears are more interested in selling this thing than bulls are interested in pushing this thing up. So this is probably manufactured.
I mean, when I look at the volume, it looks like actually the bulls are taking over, not the bears.
What are you talking about? Look, the green candles are like very, very small compared to the red candles.
Okay, that's right. But I mean, if you look at it from a volume impetus perspective, it looks like the bulls is still awake.
I have to disagree on that because from my point of view, I can see that these red there's means that the red candles, the bears are like, I'm gonna sell this thing, and then the next day, right, we have like a small volume green candle which pushes the price higher. Like, really?
I see what you're talking about. Okay, yeah, you're right. See what you're talking about now.
So I have to disagree with you. So, anyways, wow. Well, anyways, this thing I would just wait. I think you not only should wait for the 61.8 and maybe just only nibble this thing, but like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw in 0.025% of my Ethereum stack, but I think you should wait for the 88.6, which is so the prices for the 61.8 is that's 0.0012. So let's what is it? What's the smallest unit of Ethereum way? Oh no, you know what? There's so many unit levels on Ethereum. It's not funny. Yeah. So I'm gonna just go 0.0012 Ethereum is where you'd start nibbling, but I would go a very tiny nibble here, and then really load the boat at the 88.6. Oops, wrong thing. Settings, and I'm going to change this one to 0.886. Okay, that's where you should be at, man. Because like when markets do this, right, go straight up, and they come back, especially when new coins, they always come back to the 88.6. Well, not always, but a high probability, especially when it's a shalt coin like this. All right, what do we got here? What do you have? Okay, so let me know what coins you guys want me to talk about.
Yeah,
Close enough. I would really like a few more likes there. So, which one do you want to choose, Inti?
Okay, so I got a super chat from yesterday from Mao. Mao wants your thoughts about TRX. I don't think it's a DeFi coin. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. But I promise this person that I will take it.
Sure. Let's pivot away from the what's it called? It's not a DeFi. It's just the UNISWAP. Because not everything's on the UNISWAP is a DeFi coin. It's a possibility that it's a DeFi, but not everything is. Anyways. Looking good. We've got a little bit of W action. Looks like it wanted to break out, and then again, right? Why I hate breakout trades. This is where you would be buying your breakout trade, and you'd be like, oh man, this is why I hate breakout trades over and over again. It's just nonstop. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the other way. And maybe maybe it's just like bothering you, right? Just holding that it's gonna go sideways, then go higher. But that's exactly what you have to like put up with this nonsense here on a breakout trade. You got to hold it. Your stop loss is all the way down here, which is like 163 sats. You've bought this thing at 184 sats, and you're sweating. You are sweating. So it's going to make you work for that money whenever you're trading these things on a breakout. It always does. And sometimes, you're going to suffer the losses, right, when it does come. Looking at the overall, assuming that you're not trading this, you're doing a little old lady style of trading, you're buying the bottoms in general. If you were to buy this thing as a little old lady, right, unless you're like a cheapskate like me, you can really just buy this thing here and not really worry about getting the best prices. The bargain basement Walmart discount prices here, and sell half on the double, because eventually this thing will fly. So long as as long as it survives, it will fly. And let's take a look at how far this thing can go. Doesn't look like it can go very far, depending on what you'd have to take. I'd have to look at the fundamentals of this thing to tell you for sure if it's going to create new highs. Let's just assume that that's the high, the real high of this thing, somewhere around there. And let's see. Let me just close this off here. And then you can see the 61.8 is at 730 sats. So there's not a lot of upside potential here. Just looking at the TA. Straight TA. And so, unless there's a fundamental reason for this coin's existence that gives it real value over the long term, I don't expect this thing to moon, right? And so you'd have to look at the fundamentals of this coin to tell me where it's going. I have probably a little bit on this. I'm not interested in probably getting any more unless I look at the fundamentals. Who knows? The fundamentals might be like, hey, this is a DeFi coin. And if it is a DeFi coin, well, then, it's going to do well. Or maybe this is, what's it called? An Ethereum killer of old. And people are building on top of it. Right? I don't know. Those are the things that it's going to need in order for it to survive and build a new high, create a new high in the future, right? It's still going to go higher. It's still going to pump, but for it to break this 61.8 and create new highs, all-time highs, it's going to need serious fundamentals. All right.
Next question?
Next one.
Okay, so this is a super chat from Mr. SPJ68 and says TA on the DeFi coin DIA. DIA.
DIA. Okay, let's just do it. What DIA is it? Let's go with Ethereum, right? I normally go with Bitcoin, but I'm going to go with Ethereum. The reason why is because I've now recently added Ethereum as one of my hold coins, and it's going to be my base currency. So that means I'm going to be trading. I'm trying to earn money in Ethereum and earn wealth in Ethereum through trading and saying, hey, you know what? If I can buy something cheap and sell it higher for Ethereum, I'm going to do so and has saved the Ethereum. Wow. Let's looking at the volume index, the impetus, the volumes. We can see that the bulls aren't completely in charge here. This thing does not look like it wants to turn around. It looks like it's consolidating for another bull run. This low is a little concerning here. This W here is a little concerning. I don't think it's going to count until we create another W before it goes higher. So if this decides to, on the 4 hour, create another W and then break out, the breakout, of course, right, would be, I think this might create another higher, like a wick higher. but I do think this will drag this thing down. I don't think this is going to break out just yet. And then once it W's and then it creates a new high, right, wherever this thing wicks out for, because this thing looks like it wants to go higher and wick out and then come back down. Whatever that wick is, we're gonna have to wait for the 4 hours to finish. We're gonna see where that top is, and then say let's take what we've got. The 0078 is where it has to break out from. Look for it to come back down, retest this bottom, really eat this bottom tail, and then do a W and then go higher on the 4 hour. So this is going to happen pretty fast, unfortunately. And I don't see any other. Is it possible to come back down to 61.8? I think you can probably set I would set a buy order here, a stink bid buy order here, just in case you get lucky on a somebody who does a rage quit on this thing, or just sells everything hits the sell button, and and the liquidity isn't there, so you might be able to pick some up. Now I don't know how. That's the thing. I don't even know how to. I'm just learning how to use the DeFi UNISWAP. I don't even know how you set your buy orders. All I know is that you can hit the buy button. That's it, and then see it, and then you see it in your account, right? And that's it. That's all there is. And I need to learn how to set buy order so that I can set my buy order at 61.8. Which is at the 0.0646 level on the priced in Ethereum. All right, next question.
All right, this one is from Funky Fantasy from Twitch. It says, "Can you have a look at EDG?"
EDG, is that Uniswap coin?
I have no idea.
Okay, let's take a look. EDG.
No, it's not, right? Okay.
EDG. I'm gonna just
I have another one that is a guarantee.
Oh really?
Yes.
I'm just gonna quickly look at this one and wow, whoa, no. Oh wow, this thing's just completely dead.
Oops.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean, you could throw a few dollars on this thing, see if it decides to wake up from the dead, because you never know. These coins sometimes do, right? This is a long time. This is a long haul here. So when it does wake up, it's going to be spectacular, absolutely spectacular if it does move. Is this the kind of coin that's going to do well in the next bubble? Depends on the fundamentals, and this chart says that it has none so far. If something changes, right, this thing could pump heavy and go to some astronomical heights very fast, because everybody's gone from this thing. Everybody's gone. Anyone who had this coin has given up on this. Absolutely given up on this. So if this thing turns around, it's going to turn around fast and furious. All right, next one.
This is from Pina LO 2013. As for the Uniswap, TA on lead.
Okay, lead.
LID.
LID?
Yes.
Lid. Just gotta put a lid on it. Okay. Yeah, somebody's gotta put a lid on this thing. Whoa. This thing just like exploded. Oh my god. Yeah, you can't buy this. right? If I saw this thing here, right, down here, right, let's say that that's the case, and you can see from the volume there's something wrong here, right? You see that? Does anybody see that? There's something wrong there, right? If you were just if you came to me with this thing earlier, I would have said, yeah, man, this was a perfect buy, right? FOMO buy in here, or you could wait for the breakout, because it was making it look like it was going to make it a little bit of a W, and it did. It did a little cheeky W on the 4 hour, and this is like, Jesus, everything's 4 hour. I'm looking at everything on here on the 4 hour because it's so limited data that it's not funny. It's like this thing was just created recently, July 27th, right? This whole thing, because most things are just started. So it must have been, this chart analysis just started recently. So yeah, we're not going to get much data out of it. And because of that, we're probably missing a lot more information from all these different coins, and to help us determine what's going on, right? And whether or not this is valid. Because this might be invalid because of the missing data, right? The on-balance volume needs all of the historical data for it to actually be correct. So maybe this is incorrect, right? And this is actually valid. This thing is the opposite direction if we had the rest of the on-balance volume data. Yeah, so again, but doesn't matter that this is incorrect or correct. What we do need to know is that this is not someplace you want to buy. You want to buy this thing 61.8 if you're feeling like you know what, I believe the story. You can start nibbling at that level. You know what? It's getting late, guys. I'm gonna answer one more question, and then I'm gonna call it a day.
Okay. So I'm going to pick a super chat, and this one is going to be from Saint Robersky. In super chat. He says, "We now have a lockdown in New Zealand again. Do you think if United States open then goes for another lockdown, will all assets, including Bitcoin, drop big again?"
If we go for a complete lockdown, I don't know. I really think that the Federal Reserve has already pumped everything they've got into this, and they have everything set up to make sure that any kind of big move down will be muted, right? If it does move down, it's going to be very small compared to the previous time that we went down. And so, with that said, Bitcoin may break down to the 9,600 level. That's a muted move, basically, for Bitcoin. That's a small move for Bitcoin, believe it or not, right? And yeah, we will. We could see the dumps across the board, right? On all assets classes. Should the United States go into another complete lockdown? But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think they will do that. This is my guess. But I really think something big is being planned, and it's going to crash the economy. So, anyways. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for participating in this stream. I am in the competition for what's it called? The Bybit competition. If you guys are interested in joining that, there's going to be a video in the link in the description how to join that. Also, the videos are popping up right about here. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers, people.
Cheers. See you tomorrow.